Hi, my name's Sarah. I've had IC for 5 years, and I've been an IC healer for about 9 months. My journey first began shortly after I graduated high school when I started to experience some bladder pressure and burning. I went to several doctors, but they weren't able to help me very much, and it ended up taking me about 2 years to get diagnosed. Even then, the doctor just handed me a list of foods to avoid and a few samples of a popular IC drug. I knew that was not the route that I wanted to go, so I began doing some research on my own. I found several supplements that helped me a lot, but about 6 or 7 months before I started working with Mandy, my IC began to get worse again. I started to experience an increase in pain, but I also developed back pain, leg pain, and muscle spasms. I remember one evening having to cancel my plans, and I knew then that my IC was starting to get control of me. So I began to research again, and sometimes I spent hours a day on it. But it was during that time that I ran across Mandy's Facebook group. So I joined it, and I was immediately impressed by Mandy's knowledge of IC. And I was extremely excited when I found out that I could work with her. My journey with Mandy was a little different than some. Initially, I got worse as we were trying to figure out what diet was going to work best for me. But I know during that time that Mandy put a ton of research into figuring out why I was responding differently than many of her clients. Eventually, we figured out that I am sensitive to histamines, and when I reduced those in my diet, I immediately experienced relief. My pain levels went down, and now my daily pain alternates between 0 and 1, which is fantastic. One of the things I love about working with Mandy is the way that she connects with her clients. With the use of the Practice Better app, she is able to communicate with us, which is wonderful because when you're working with most health professionals, you may see them once a month, once every 2 months, but with Mandy, you can communicate with her at any time, and she's very quick to respond. It's extremely helpful when you're starting a new diet or a new supplement, or you just have a question. I also love that I can log all of my meals and my symptoms so that Mandy can keep an eye on how I'm doing. Another thing I love about working with Mandy is that she not only guides you through your healing journey, but she also educates you along the way. This was huge for me as I was feeling very helpless, but she's helped me to feel empowered about my condition. If you have IC and you're wondering if you should work with Mandy, I 100% recommend her. She can't give you a miracle, but with your time, effort, and patience, she can guide you through your healing journey. I'm thankful every day that I decided to work with Mandy.